So you ever want to tell the time and not be that rude guy who always looks at his phone? I've never done that myself. You can get something like this Casio wristwatch. This is a Casio watch. I think it looks rather classy with its black dial and resin band, very minimalist. But what if you want something digital? Something that will tell you the time not in a fraction or percentage, but in a digital number. You can get this Casio F91W. This one has been modded with a piece of Kapton tape to make it look like an amber display. I like that look. But it's a fairly standard watch. It has an alarm and a stopwatch, and it's a very useful watch. And it's also only $20. But what's that? You also want to be able to see your notifications from your phone. You could get a smartwatch. This is a Fitbit Versa 2, and it is a very nice smartwatch. It has an AMOLED display, and it works fine. The only issue with it is that it is owned by Google, and Google will see all your notifications. So, you could get a couple other watches. There is the Pine Time watch, where it will not steal all your notifications and you could run custom operating systems on it. Then there is my favorite watch, the Pebble. This is an OG Pebble. This has a battery life of about a week or so. I've had some issues with it, which I will get into later. But first, just the watch. It has an e-paper display. So unlike the OLED or even LCD displays of other watches, which are very hard to see in direct sunlight, you can see this perfectly fine under direct light. You don't even need a backlight. But if you do need a backlight, you can turn it on pretty easily just by flicking your wrist. Pretty neat feature if you ask me. Another neat feature of the Pebble watch is that it has many watch faces. And it's very easy to make your own. It's very easy to swap watch faces. You can even do it just from the watch, and you can see there's an app here, watch faces, and you can swap it like this one. This one is a replica of the venerable Casio F91W. It is a awesome feature that you can quickly swap watch faces, and I don't know, I can't tell which one is which. Maybe you can, I can't. I have had a couple issues with this Pebble watch. Most OG Pebble watches in 2026 have to have their batteries changed, which for some is not a big deal. Some of them, like this one, have screws on the back where it's just a couple screws away and you can desolder the battery. It's still a slightly more involved process than some other repairs I have done. It's not too bad though. Then there are watches that are glued shut, which you theoretically could replace with a heat gun and a lot of time and patience, but those tend to be a lot harder to do, and I've only seen a couple successful attempts. But even with that, I still had some issues. At first, my phone didn't want to pair with it, so I had to use an older app version, not the new Core Devices version, and pair it with that. So then, once I updated the firmware from there on the watch, it would pair fine with my modern watch and phone. It is a great watch, even in 2026, with the rebirth of Pebble as core devices, and the new watches, the Pebble 2 Duo, which unfortunately you cannot buy, or the Pebble Time 2 and Pebble Round 2. I think that the Pebble OG is an awesome watch in 2026.